Cheers, I'm Jessica and welcome to my corner. Today we're discussing how you can find a partner if you're a crossdresser. As I covered in a previous video, not all crossdressers are gay, and quite a few crossdressers are straight and are attracted to women. If you're a crossdresser who's attracted to men, it's probably a bit easier to find yourself a partner because LGBT community is quite a bit more accepting. But when you're trying to find a straight woman to live your life with, it gets a bit more difficult. I'm lucky and I have found my life partner. We've been together for about 11 years, married for around about 8, and things could not be better for us. So I'm going to impart some advice going from our early years and all the way through the 11 years we've been together in the hope that this might be useful to you. So I suppose your first question might be, how did I meet her in the first place? Well, it was initially through online dating. Nowadays you might use an app, but this was before app dating and Tinder and all of that. Back when I was dating, I made a commitment that after about a month, that's the point where I would let the person know that I like to crossdress. And because I felt like if I got to that point and I didn't do it, I was sort of lying to the person, and that's the one thing that completely ruined a relationship is lies. So around about a month into the relationship, I sort of told her. Now, it was so long ago I can't even remember exactly how I told her. I'm sure she probably remembers and be able to tell you. But unfortunately I can't remember the details. Fortunately for me, she took it very, very well. And of course there were questions, there was a lot of confusion, there was like, what does that mean? You know, there's the normal misconceptions that people have regarding people who are crossdressers, such as, are you gay, or do you want to become a woman? And therefore, what does that mean for me, as in her? My one biggest piece of advice for someone starting a new relationship, if you're a crossdresser, is let your partner know right at the start. Not necessarily on the first date, but maybe like, you know, 5th, 6th, 7th date, maybe about a month into the relationship, something like that, where you sort of, you've got to know each other a bit, you know how each other feels about stuff, you had some good times together, and you might be able to sort of gauge whether or not they would be accepting of that. You can bring up conversations regarding the LGBT community. Let's say there's something in the news, maybe a major celebrity has just come out or something like that. Bring that topic up and sort of get a gauge to how they feel to that side. And if they feel completely receptive to it, maybe you just want to end the relationship right there and don't even bother trying to come out to them. Whereas if they take it really well and they say things like, oh yeah, it's amazing, you know, it's great that people can be themselves, then maybe that's the sort of person that would be accepting. Now obviously when you're first starting out, you're still learning about each other, and you know, they may have a past, you know, they may have other relationships and there's some baggage from that, for example, but you're constantly learning about each other. But this is quite a big thing, that if you don't let someone know from relatively the beginning of a relationship, it can completely ruin a relationship. So if you wait to come out for about 2, 3, 5 years, then that is just not a good thing. The way I thought about it was, if after a month they don't accept it, fine, end the relationship, find someone else. A month of your life isn't that big in the grand scheme of things. You know, you can start again. You probably still got your subscription on the apps, so you can just go find the next one and try and find your next date. But if you wait for like 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, that's a long time to have wasted. And I didn't want to waste my time, I didn't want to waste their time. You know, I wanted to just be fair to everyone. And you never know, they may be into it. They might want to give you some advice on how to dress, how to do makeup, how to do your hair. You know, this kind of stuff you can't necessarily find online. And if you can have someone that you live with who can do that for you, great! Well, I hope this has been helpful to you. Why don't you leave a comment below to describe how you came out to your partner, if indeed you have come out to your partner. Don't forget to like and subscribe, drink some wine, and I'll see you next time.